Shocking new revelations in the death of Makeva Jenkins, the mother of three, shot and killed in her own home, as her husband is held behind bars for her murder.
The family of the mother murdered steps away from her children, now asking the community for help. Today would have been Makeva Jenkins' 34th birthday. CBS 12's Thomas Forster has been following this story since the morning of her murder. He now joins us live with what's being done today to try and find the killer.
Eric, in just under an hour, the family of Makeva Jenkins will hold a news conference here at the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, asking the public for help in bringing their daughter's murderer to justice. Now, CBS 12 was the first on the scene the morning of June 29th when, according to police, a masked gunman knocked on the front door of her home near Santa Lucia's High School in the area of Hypoluxo and Congress Avenue in Lantana. Now, the gunman told Jenkins, her husband, and a family friend to go upstairs. That's where the gunman shot her in the head. Jenkins was rushed to the hospital where she later died. She was married with 3 young children. Now, Eric, as of this hour, deputies tell me this is still an ongoing murder investigation. Still, no suspects are in custody. The news conference is set at 10 o'clock this morning. Reporting live in West Palm Beach, I'm Thomas Forster, CBS 12 News.
New revelations in the death of Makeva Jenkins, the mother of 3, shot and killed in her own home, as her husband is held behind bars for her murder. New documents show this crime didn't just take her life, but also the life of her unborn child. CBS 12's Nayela Charles is live in the Breaking News Center with this new information in this heartbreaking case. Nayela?
Yeah, Liz, the victim in this murder case was pregnant when she was killed. These court records here shed some light on why a 19-year-old was also charged with murder in connection to Makeva's death. Deputies believe the teen killed Makeva after receiving just $1,500 from her husband.
Yuri, did you kill your wife?
No, I didn't.
Yuri Jenkins spoke those words after deputies arrested him for the killing of his wife, 33-year-old Makeva Jenkins, in December. Back in June of 2017, Yuri told deputies a masked gunman stormed into their Boynton Beach home and killed Makeva steps away from her children. But these court records obtained by CBS 12 tell a different story. These records from the state attorney's office say there was ongoing tension between the couple before Makeva's death. In May, Makeva reportedly told Yuri that she wanted a divorce, but changed her mind after learning she was pregnant. A close friend of Makeva's told investigators that Yuri wasn't happy about her pregnancy. Deputies had no idea who the masked gunman was until one of the witnesses inside the home at the time of the shooting came forward. Records show in August, Dimitri Dale told investigators he drove the shooter to the scene of the crime moments before it happened. Dale said 19-year-old Jovan Joseph was the one who pulled the trigger. According to the public records, Dale wore a wire when Joseph said Yuri Jenkins gave him a gun and $1,500 just 2 days before the crime. An ex-girlfriend told investigators Yuri kissed her the day before Makeva's murder and that Jenkins showed no emotion after her death. The state attorney's office says they have no comment on why Yuri and Joseph aren't facing additional charges for the death of the unborn child. Live from the Breaking News Center, Nayela Charles, CBS 12 News.
The man who prosecutors say was the middleman in this fatal shooting testified today at the trial of Yuri Jenkins. CBS 12's Al Peffley joins us live at the Palm Beach County Courthouse with more. Al?
Liz, testimony began today, and the state's first witness was a friend of Yuri Jenkins. He says he was at the house when Jenkins' wife Makeva was killed in June of 2017, but he says he did not pull the trigger and wanted no part of it.
He just said he knew he didn't love her anymore, feel the same about her anymore.
Dimitri Dale testified that his friend Yuri Jenkins wanted his wife Makeva killed, but Dale says he tried to get Yuri to drop the idea.
I was encouraging him not to, but he wanted it to go down. He was adamant about it.
Dale testified that he brought the gunman, Jovan Joseph, to the Jenkins home. Dale says he stayed outside while Joseph, wearing a mask, entered the house, went upstairs, and shot Makeva in her bedroom.
At some point, did you hear something?
Yeah, I heard the gunshot go off.
He says a couple of days before Makeva Jenkins was murdered, Yuri brought up the idea that he wanted her killed.
So then he said, Dimitri, I want to tell you something, but you might think I'm crazy. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What you mean? He said, what happened if I want to kill someone for $900,000 to $1 million?
During opening statements today, a prosecutor told the jury Jenkins hired a hitman to murder his wife, Makeva Jenkins, the mother of their 3 children, in June of 2017.
This man decided to have his wife killed in cold blood in her own home, and for that, he should be held guilty of first-degree murder.
But the defense says Yuri Jenkins is innocent, and the prosecution's key witnesses, the gunman and the middleman, are both admitted liars and are not credible and should not be believed.
Neither of them can agree on what allegedly happened, or at least the story that they're supposed to be telling.
And the prosecution's main witnesses both struck plea deals to get lesser sentences if they testified against Yuri Jenkins. If he's convicted of this first-degree murder charge, Jenkins could receive up to life in prison. The state is not seeking the death penalty. Live in West Palm Beach, Al Peffley, CBS 12 News.
Verdict. Jurors deliberated for about an hour today before returning the verdict. Prosecutors say Jenkins hired a hitman to shoot and kill his wife while she was sleeping back in 2017. They argued that Jenkins was the mastermind behind the shooting and wanted to collect $500,000 of his wife's life insurance money. Prosecutors say Jenkins believed that he was the beneficiary. He later learned that Makeva had named one of her relatives as the beneficiary. The state's case focused on 2 men who say they conspired with Jenkins to kill Makeva. After the jury delivered its guilty verdict, Makeva's mother spoke in the courtroom.
They came to the verdict I wanted them to have, but on neither side was a winner. I know how he has made his family feel, because they had no idea he could do something like this.
And Harold continued to say that she had nothing bad to say about Jenkins, and all she wants now is for everyone to find peace. Following Harold's statement, the judge sentenced Jenkins to life in prison. The defense does plan to file a motion of acquittal, saying the state presented an improper case by putting witnesses on the stand who, quote, perjured themselves.